It's a high-altitude game for us today. Welcome to Empower Field at Mile High Stadium in Denver. Today, a good one in store here. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Denver Broncos.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Daniel Carlson ready to get us started. And here we go at Mile High. Return starts from the goal line. This makes it up to the 25.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10.
Come on. Cardinal, ready.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Milrow. That's a catch. Jackson Smith-Njigba. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They gain 14 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Here we go, Jack. Let's go.
Lee with Achane here out of the gun. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
An offensive line and that O-line coach got to look at those pictures and figure something out because you cannot let a defensive tackle defeat your block at the point of attack or you're going to get a negative run time after time.
Here we go.
Milrow from the gun. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos get the football on the first turnover of the contest. And look at the opportunity they've now got at the very start of this game, Brock. All thanks to the interception on that opening possession.
Yeah, they love to say that a running game is a quarterback's best friend, but right next to that bestie is a defense that can take the ball away for you.
Broncos to the line now. It's first and 10. They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Shotgun snap to Nix. His first throw is an interception. Rick Woolen with the INT. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did their homework, number one, and number two, Kane, is Russ.
There it is, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks parlay the interception into points. Devon Achane with the touchdown.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Staying on the ground here with Harvey. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Has him on the quick hitter. They'll have the 1st down and even more. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 27 yards there. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
All set now. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21.
Almost set. Ready. 180. Behind. Joe.
Here's Nix. Has it at the 7. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos reach pay dirt for the 1st time this game. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos tie this game 7-7.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Returning it from the 4. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just. Past the 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Right there. Ready. 18 Cardinal.
Shotgun now for Milrow. That's caught by Chris Olave. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
With the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Coming enough to stop that play with Jahdae Barron.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Throwing from the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Harvey on the carry. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Nix from the gun. Left side now, caught by Sutton. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. And to set up the screen here, it's Harvey. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Time for our 2nd quarter. Let's see if the Broncos can capitalize in the red zone. Now Nix. That one connects. And this one doesn't go far.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. He finds his back. Harvey. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the 1st. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works. They come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
They're going for this from just a few yards out. They could get a touchdown or a first down here.
Hold on, son. Ready. Right here.
Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And he is stopped a long ways from that line to gain. They force a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And the reward is they get off the field.
Come on, come on. Let's go.
On first down, they're going to start out with Achan. Works the past the 20. Through the 40. Devon Achan. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost and a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
Here's Milrow, first and 10. And down he goes. The Bronco defense gets there. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Ready.
Throwing here, Milrow. He completes it in traffic. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right in the double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Ready. Hey, check that. Street.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Got it. Ready.
All right, they made the red zone, and it's touchdown or bust, it seems. They're lining up to go for this. 4th down, he calls his own number on the option. They pitch it to Achan. They blow this play out. They're humbled and sent off the field here with a loss of yards and a turnover on downs.
This running back has had himself a day, but not on that play. Finally, a little bit of catharsis for everyone on that defense to keep him from the first and get a turnover, a much-needed turnover on downs.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Short pass brought in. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing here, Nix. Complete over the middle. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Here's a nickel look by the Seahawks. 3rd down. Here's Nix to throw. Gets it downfield, on target to Sutton. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
On a draw, they give to Harvey. And they were waiting for him on that draw, weren't they? They get him behind the line. That's going to bring up second down. Now that right there might be the first and last time we see them go to the ground on this drive, partner. First time they get away from throwing the ball, and they wind up losing yardage.
That's pretty surprising, too, because when you passed it well, you're expecting those defenders to rush upfield. They didn't, and they hit that draw right in the face.
Offense to the line, second down.
Bombers, bombers, bombers. Hold on a second.
Nix has it in close. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
Hold on a second.
On first and 10, here's Nix. This is Sutton working the right side. And he's taken down at the 30. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Hold on a second. Ready. Let anyone up.
To throw, here's Nix. Finds him over the middle. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Hold on a second. Ready. Huddle. Wide. Get wide.
Once more, it's Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Jeez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
All right, 2 yards to go here on third down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive.
Ready. Let anyone hunt.
Throwing now on third and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he gets this forward to the 19. Give him 3 on that gain. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Hold on a second. Ready. Let anyone hunt.
Throwing again. Here's Nix. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10.
Hold on a second. Ole. Ready. Let anyone hunt.
There's the fake. Here's Nix. Completed over the middle. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
battle coming up on 3rd and inches. They'll throw again. Nix. Chased out to his right. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Ready. Ready.
Nix from the gun. That one hits the ground, incomplete, but a flag also hit the ground. Let's sort this out. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. After the penalty, this is 1st and goal. Harvey. So they only manage a yard following the penalty. We've got 2nd and 4.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. There's another for it. This defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
Ready.
Harvey. And this is going to end behind the line block. A great stop down in close. Now let's see if they want to risk it here on 4th and goal. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. With only 3 seconds remaining, they're going to bring out that field goal unit. It doesn't get much easier than this. Carlson's kick is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Michael Dixon to kick off.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Captain.
Shotgun snap to Nix. They connect on the deep shot. He's going to bring this down to their 35. That one hits for 30. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Finds Mims. And he gets Carlson, touchdown Denver. The Broncos grow the lead coming out of halftime. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, the very minimal gain.
2nd and 9.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Milroe. Into the hands of Romeo Dobbs. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. From the gun, Milroe. That's caught, Devon Achane. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now.
Go check. Let's go. Ready.
It's Achane on the inside give. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Zone read, they hand it to Achane. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. So let's examine this flag. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Man in motion here. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And the defense wise to that call there. Receiver wrapped up for no gain. 3rd down coming up.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 42-yard line.
Second and long. Need to give themselves a shot for 3rd.
Here we go. Check. Dragon. Cowboy 80.
Pistol now for Milroe. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. Just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Here's a screen for Achane. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
This lands deep into the end zone. We're picking things up at the 20 after the touchback. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10.
Almost set. Ready. 180.
On the handoff, here's Harvey. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Almost set.
RB once more. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. That's good for 7 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
On 1st down, it's Nix. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane, and he couldn't do it on that one.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Almost set. Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
At the 44-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
1st down, ball at the 36.
Almost set. Ready. 180.
They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Forced out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36.
Almost set. Ready.
Nix to throw again. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Reek Woolen with the INT. And they're going to score. It's a pick 6 for Seattle.
I got to believe, Kate, his first pick of the game directly led to that one. Remember, what worked to generate that first turnover, playing things the same way, and this time, well, it wasn't just a pick. It was a pick 6.
Myers to add the PAT. And the extra point is no good. So potentially a key tally kept off the scoreboard, Brock. Going to see how and if this comes into play later in the second half. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Hold on, son. Hey, Sean, let's go!
Back to the air, Nix after the pick. This is Ingram working the left side. And he's brought down after a short gain.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Hold on, son. Ready.
Throwing here, Nix. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That one goes for 25 yards. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First down, ball at the 36.
Hold on, son. Ready.
Here's Nix. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36.
Hold on, son. Ready.
Once more, it's Nix. And again, it's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions. It made this 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
First down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. They give to A-10 on the option. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. All the way, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Devon A-Chan with the touchdown. Myers to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks push their lead to 3.
Broncos 17. Michael Dixon to kick off.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. First and 10 from the 41. To throw, here's Nix. That's completed right side. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Giving this to Harvey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Ready. I'm up. Bombers.
Nix. Oh, no, they get it yet again. Reek Mullen with the INT. And the Seahawks take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
At their own 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31. Here's Achane from the pistol. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Second and 10. We need to get some positive yardage here.
Here we go.
Milrow from the gun. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Okay, ready.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Third and long. They're going to throw. They did it! He made the interception! Jonte Barron has it. And the Broncos have some new life in the 4th.
That's just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
Here's first and 10 from the 34.
Oh, my son. Ready.
Give up the middle to Harvey. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only gets a yard there to make it second and 9.
Brings up second and
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9.
Oh, my son. Ready.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Portland Sutton, the man he was after. So they're left facing third and long.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Throw here, third down. Lowe finds his back, Harvey. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. From the red zone now. That one connects. And this is down all the way to the 3. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sail that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off a first down.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. First and goal. Throwing again. Here's Nix. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a fourth-quarter lead. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. And they're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this first and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
There's A-Chain up the middle. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. It's going to take some superhuman effort now on second down.
Connects on the crosser. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Later on, it's A-Chan. This one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
From the gun, Milrow. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jonte Barron has it. And the Broncos have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day. Well, that should pretty much shut down throwing his way anymore, Brock. This guy has ended each of their last 2 drives by himself with an interception.
And that's kind of the price you pay when you're playing phenomenal ball as a defender. I can remember Aaron Rodgers, primetime game, said, I'm not even throwing once, and didn't attack Richard Sherman one time that game.
And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. It's a pickup of 11. And the Broncos will have a first down.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field, but in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Shotgun snap to Nix. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Offense is set. First and 10. They'll throw it again. Nix made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. Second and 10. Nix from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first. From the red zone on first. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos parlay the interception into points. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Now we see after that play, one of the Broncos having a little bit of trouble out there. They're going to head out to look at him. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Looks like we'll have a pause here. An injured Bronco out there and in some pretty obvious pain after that play. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Come on. Hey, Bronco 80.
First down throw here from Milrow. Short pass brought in. And this play reaches the 35 before he comes to an end. He gets a pick up of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's first and 10. Pistol now for Milrow. And it doesn't fall into the breadbasket. Incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10.
Here we go.
Milrow looking to throw. Here's a screen for Achane. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's first and 10. Smith and Jigba going in motion right. Milrow with it on first. Trying to push deep downfield. Brought in inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks now within one score in the fourth. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. Myers to add the PAT. Good on the extra point attempt. And the Seahawks cut the lead down to 4.
31. Seahawks 27. Michael Dixon to kick off for
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Fielded at the 7. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31. They're going to pass it here. Mims with the grab. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're first to 3. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. First and 10. It's Harvey. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Second down, give to Harvey. Still going inside the 35. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. It goes to a knee as time winds down in this one. So to the side of many mile-high salutes throughout the building. It's a win at home for the Broncos. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half.